So, June 2, what did you think of this movie?
Obviously, it's like an epic movie again, like the first. Obviously, recommend you gotta see it. It's more of like a cultural thing, I think now. Like the amount of money it's gonna make, pretty much everyone is probably gonna see it at some point. So, but I'd feel weird missing it. Obviously, visually, it's just insane. Storytelling's really good. The acting's really good. Yeah, I don't know. I think everyone knows it's good, don't they, at this point? Everyone knows it's gonna be good.
Yeah, definitely. What do you reckon it's about then?
What do I reckon it's about?
Kind of cryptic.
Yeah, it's like, obviously, there's a lot to it. I don't know if we want to run over the first one.
Hmm.
What even happened in that? We watched it a couple of weeks ago, did we?
Yeah.
Again, we watched
His
it.
family got decimated. They went to a new planet and they got decimated.
Yeah.
He's on the run.
Yeah, so like the Emperor, he's like, you go and like harvest this spice, control of this. Basically oil and
Yeah.
synonym for oil in this universe. And it's whoever controls the spice controls the oil, controls the spice, whatever you want to call it. They have all the power. And obviously the Harkonnens, the bald slapheads, they come and like smoke them basically. Smoke the whole family, like the whole crew's down. Apart from a couple of geezers who get away, which we'll go into after, like, but and then, but yeah, it's just a really incredible like visual spectacle, really, isn't it?
Yeah. The CGI looks just real, didn't it?
Yeah, like you couldn't even tell. You just had no idea it was CGI, really. Like if you told me, oh yeah, they just got that worm's in like Iraq somewhere, I'd be like, oh yeah, fair enough. It looks real. But yeah, it's insane. What do we want to talk about then? First.
Yeah, it's basically about him like uniting all the people on Arrakis. What are the people called?
Fremen.
Uniting them. Because he's like some profited messiah, isn't he?
Yeah, the biblical figure, isn't he? Like, and yeah, mate, it's like he's this thing. These people who sort of they're outcast, aren't they? To well, the desert, like the harshest environment in probably their universe, and they've been waiting for this messianic figure to come, haven't they? Basically.
Yeah.
So then there's people, the older people within the Fremen population. They're more traditionalist, more religious, and they're like looking for signs of the Messiah, for confirmation that Timothy Chalamet is a Messiah, Paul Atreides. And as it goes through the movie, he's sort of confirming that to the older people. But then it's interesting as well because the younger people, it's like society today and like secular, like they don't believe all this stuff that Javier Bardem's character is saying, really.
Yeah, but near the end, they all start to believe it, except for Chani.
Yeah.
Well, but does she believe it? Kind of does, but doesn't like it.
Yeah. I think, yeah, maybe it's from that regard, it's like, at the beginning, she was the only one really who sort of accepted him, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Like at the end of the first movie into the second. But now everyone like wants a piece of him now. Like she was all got him all to herself, didn't she?
Yeah.
Like, but now he's like everyone's obsessed with him, like because he's come. Well, they say he's gonna, bring greenery and I guess water back to the planet, sort of save them from this like desolation they've had for like I don't know how many years. We haven't read the books, like, but I'm guessing it's thousands of years that planet's been like that, and they've been living there.
Yeah, actually, do you reckon it wasn't like that before? The planet wasn't full desert, or it's always been a desert planet?
I don't really. That's the
Because
same.
how would life like reach there if it was only desert?
Yeah,
Must have some sort of living conditions before.
yeah, they must have at some point.
Hmm. I don't know.
No,
That's speculation.
I don't know. I will read the books like after the third one, the third movie, which is like 2, 3 years away. Was it?
Hmm.
Because I know we've started filming. But I'll read the books then. Probably. I don't want to. At this point, I'm just not going to spoil them.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I love stuff like that. 100 Years of Solitude, The Alchemist. I just love stuff that's like intergenerational. It just goes on. Just like takes you across, multiple time periods, all that completely different universe to one we're in now.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about the characters then, individually? So maybe start with just go with Paul Atreides, Timothy Chalamet. What did you think of his performance as an actor?
Yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you think? I think he improved from the first one.
Yeah.
His acting. Like he had a broader range than in the first one. He was just like, how do you describe it?
He was like new to the whole thing, like he wasn't confident.
Yeah, right.
Mm. And then he was just finding himself because he was like the son of the Duke, and he really like he's just going along with his father.
Yeah.
This time now he's a lead. He's leading people, so he does lead us definitely like miraculous events that people wouldn't be capable of.
Hmm.
That sort of thing.
Obviously, his fighting ability in the first one. He probably doesn't have confidence in himself more than him actually being bad.
Mm.
But like in this one, obviously, is he feels like he could just slay anyone at any moment, doesn't he? I think and he does that throughout the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, and everyone in the of the Fremen, they respect him for that as well, don't they?
Yeah.
That's like a large part of it, I think. Him winning the movie is him showing his ability in combat.
Yeah.
Because I really respect that thing. Like a what do you call it? Like a population who's like they live in like not in luxury. What do you call that? A population? Like a tribalistic sort of thing.
Yeah.
They really respect like your ability to like survive and fight. That's what the Fremen, the main thing that people seen in him really like as he was fighting more and being better fighters. They respect him accordingly, really.
Yeah, because there was a scene where he was like before that they were a bit skeptical of him. They weren't sure he was a messiah, and then there's a scene where they're taking one of their spice harvesters, and he like predicts the future basically, didn't he? He saves Johnny, and then destroys the thing. And like other people seen him do that, and they're like, oh, he can see the future, and he's like really good at fighting because of that.
Yeah,
And it like basically proved to them that he was a beast.
yeah,
That he was like has potential of being the chosen one.
yeah, yeah. Oh, is it Lisan Al Gaib? Is that what it is? I always forget what they call him.
Mm-hmm.
The Messiah, basically. But yeah. What else about Timothy? Is like, what about his leadership development? Because you know that famous quote from the first one. His dad, he's like, "Oh yeah, you know, great leaders don't want to lead; they're like chosen." I forget the exact quote.
Yeah, like called to it.
Yeah, yeah, they're called to it. So he's like, hey, he is a reluctant leader, really. But I think again, he takes on that responsibility, doesn't he? In this one, like, maybe, yeah. I suppose a lot of his like wanting to honor his father as well. He's always got the ring on, hasn't he? that signifies his heritage, Brady's.
Yeah, and he says a few times that he's a Duke of Atreides or whatever, and he brings it up. He hasn't forgotten that.
Yeah. Like, yeah, do they say, like, we want to unite, we want to unite his people with the Fremen, even though they, like, don't exist, basically, because everyone died.
Yeah.
I think he says that at some point in the movie as well.
Hmm.
So just show you, like, that is, like, a really driving force, and I think in, like, motivation to, like, honor your family, honor your heritage, represent your people.
Yeah.
It puts it across really well.
You want to talk about Austin Butler and his lack of eyebrows and hair, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, the slappered Harkonnens. I was just saying, like, he's like one of the best looking Hollywood actors, I suppose. And then you just he's just there with his head shaved and his eyebrows off. He still looks cool, doesn't he? He's like just destroying people. He's shredded. He's shredded when he as well, to be fair to him.
Yeah.
But yeah, his acting wise, he was really good. He's like, he is like, I don't know if we're gonna have Hollywood superstars anymore, but I think he's like one who could get to that level, and it's purely on his ability, really. Obviously, Elvis, really good in that. He's got the bike riders as well coming up. Tom Hardy. I don't know. I think it's got like mixed reviews. People are sure on that one, like that.
Yeah.
He's in that. And obviously, he's just insane in this, isn't he? Like, obviously, fight scenes as well. Really good.
Yeah, that fight scene in the arena in the home planet is pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just awesome.
Yeah. He had some weird gremlin guys like surrounding them, and they're trying to kill the guy who's fighting, and he's just like screaming at him to go to the fair fight, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, because like it was his birthday, so Harkonnen man, the leader. What's his name?
This guy's good.
Yeah, Skarsgård plays him. Skarsgård.
Oh, this one.
Yeah. He's like, it's your birthday, like, give you a present. He's trying to, like, basically, his nephew. Austin Butler is the guy's nephew. And he's like, I'm going to big you up, like, in front of this massive coliseum of people. You're going to, like, destroy these, three, Brady's people who they've, like, brought to their planet. But normally, like, they just, like, drug them, don't they? So they can't fight properly or whatever. But he just leaves one of them, the Asian guy. He just leaves him, like, null. So, like, he's out there, and he's a really good fighter as well. But obviously, Austin Butler just destroys him anyway, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, they should have took Josh Brolin back to that planet, shouldn't they? Shouldn't have let him become whatever he became.
Yeah.
They just let Josh Brolin, a beast, the guy who trains all the Atreides army. And then he's obviously a monster in combat. They just let him become a mercenary.
Yeah.
Surely he'd be a high value target.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I didn't understand that scene properly when he explained how he got away, but surely if they had him captured, then they wouldn't have let him go away.
Yeah. Like somehow he negotiated, freedom, didn't he? Somehow.
Like how? Surely there was no negotiation possible on that.
Yeah.
Front.
He's the main guy to kill, isn't he? It's like if you were gonna kill the Harkonnens, Batista, you'd take him down first because he's like a beast, isn't he? And like he leads all the men into combat. So if you take him down, you're destroying the whole house. But no, they just let him go, and then he comes back to wreak vengeance. Obviously, like how do they not know that would happen?
And he like knows loads of secrets and because he knows where the nukes are and all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
They didn't even torture him for them secrets or anything like that.
Ah, right, yeah.
They just didn't have any like plan for him. They just let him go for no reason.
Yeah, and yeah, because the Harkonnens are constantly just killing their own people for like probably like really minor errors really in the battle. But then with him, they're just like somehow he negotiates. Like he's some like next level negotiator.
Yeah, he acts like he's no one important. And then they let him go. If he wasn't important, then they'd just kill him, surely.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
they let him go.
Like you say, like how would they not just torture him till near death so he like gives them everything?
Yeah.
Maybe they just weren't asking the right questions. Maybe they're just being like too brutal with it. They're just beating him. And they're not asking like about weaponry, advanced weaponry they may have or anything to try and get to the nukes. Obviously they had no idea they had nukes to do. So they're not gonna say like, where are the nukes?
Yeah. Say something.
Yeah.
Like you gotta find out some secrets from that guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was really close to the Duke, and he? With his Shellmate's power.
Yeah.
And his son as well. Like he literally trained him by himself, didn't
he? Yeah.
The son of the Duke, so he's clearly powerful.
Yeah.
Did the Harkonnens just not know that this guy's important?
No, they definitely know because they come there and they come to Arrakis, don't they? The first time, the Atreides, and he's like standing next to the Duke and he's like front and center. He's like there, like watching over him. He's like, oh yeah, I'm the big dog. I'm the big dog in this army.
I didn't get that. Maybe it's explained better in the books.
Yeah. Good point. I never really thought of this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Seems like a plot hole.
Yeah.
An
Maybe.
oversight.
Yeah, maybe. To be honest. Yeah. What are the characters we say in it? What about like just the Harkonnens as a whole? So, like, at first, like Batista. Like, I don't know any of their names because they're all like really weird, like sort of Scandinavian Russian names. It's like I don't know their names. But, he's obviously the leader of the fighters, isn't he? And then he like messes up, doesn't he? Because they're trying. The big dog is like, oh yeah, you've just got to like, get the whole of Arrakis. I just want the whole thing under our control. All the Fremen are got to be dead. But so obviously Batista's going there. He's going in with brute force in like the desert, and they're just walking in, just like, oh yeah, we can just destroy them. With beasts or whatever. And then he keeps messing it up, doesn't he?
Yeah, and then they find out Paul Atreides is still alive, and he keeps on failing to capture him, and he keeps on getting away.
Yeah.
And the main bad guy gets really annoyed at Batista.
Yeah.
So his like rank is going down and down throughout the film.
Yeah.
Because in the first film he's like a hero, and he in the end battle of the first film he basically destroys them all, and it's like a major part of why they got it back.
Yeah.
And that's why he just keeps on failing, doesn't he?
Yeah. Just because, yeah, he's like Paul Atreides is leveling up, and he's motivating the boys. He's motivating all the people on Arrakis to fight with him, fight with ingenuity as well. Like that's their thing, really, isn't it? Like being smart, not powerful.
Yeah, like they hide under the sand with like these breathing apparatus, don't they? So they can like pop out the ground and ambush people.
Yeah, and all you hear is just like, oh, that's all you hear because like the Harkonnen have got them weird like helmet things on them. They're getting stabbed or like just cutting their throats, and it's like, oh. And they're all scared. They're like they didn't anticipate like they could be under. Obviously, you wouldn't think like, oh yeah, they're just going to be under the sand, would
you? But they have seen it before.
Yeah. I suppose.
So maybe you'd like survey the area and see if there's these breathing things poking out the ground.
Yeah.
And then be like, oh, well, they're clearly under the ground.
Yeah, just bomb the ground.
That's something. Get them to come out somewhere.
Yeah.
Through like Molotov cocktails or something.
Yeah.
Surely that's gonna pick them up.
Just, just send like some the mannequins again in the shop. Just like white mannequins because they look like Harkonnens. Just drop a load of them down. all the Fremen pop out. You're like, there they are. Chuck all the
just cutting a mannequin's head off.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, we've been made, and then they just bomb that area.
Yeah. But no, obviously it's quite to show that the Harkonnens are really stupid, basically. They're just like...
They don't have good tactics, do they?
No, they're just used to just going into places, aren't they, and just destroying them. At will, really.
Yeah, when the person knows they're coming, then they're useless, basically. They're like, only get it, like, surprise attacks.
Yeah.
Like in the first film when they surprised the Atreides.
Yeah. Yeah. And then obviously, so like, Batista's failing epically and he keeps getting balls like outwitted him, basically. So his, like I said, his rank's going down. So obviously Austin Butler's character, his rank is going up, And he is also, they sort of like, obviously all the Emperor and like all these houses are trying to breed this Messiah, basically, aren't they? Like between them. And Austin Butler's character has a potential for that, apparently. Even though he's like
he's psycho,
completely insane, and he's not really good for the people. Like how the hell is he gonna like unite everyone? It's obviously gonna just be through intimidation, really. Anyway, he like rises up, and eventually he gets Batista's position, and he is like. Seems like at first he's doing like a really good job, doesn't it? Really, like it's like, oh yeah, this guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he gets the North back because Batista lost it.
Yeah.
To the Fremen, but he gets it back, and then he pushes the Fremen back beyond like the sandstones in the south.
Yeah. I'm guessing that's some sort of like magnetic force on the planet, is it? Like on the equator or whatever.
Yeah.
Just like creates these storms, and no one will venture past there. Basically, only the crazy Fremen who love living like that. They just
must have had like a whole history of just dying, figuring out how to get through.
Yeah. And then once they're on the other side, they're just sort of like, just surviving, aren't they? With even less water than what they have in the north. It seemed like, I think. But yeah, we'll go into like how it ends and after. That's basically how the Harkonnens.
Big Dave Batista gets a bit done dirty in the end.
Yeah, he does. Good stuff. But yeah. Well, just one other thing on Harkonnens as well. Like the cinematography of that. Like obviously the black and white nature of it. I just think that it's just like a perfect like visual contrast and just darkness. They're just pale slapheads, just in the dark, acting all disgusting, aren't they? They're just, I don't know.
Killing each other, doing messed up stuff to each other, just then it's accepted in their society.
Yeah. It's like that though, isn't it? Like, we all think in the Western world thinks the same as us. They're representing like these like Soviet states or whatever, aren't they? Like they just don't care. They just need power. They need the land, and they just don't think like the Atreides. Like they don't have any morals. Like even amongst themselves, it's just whoever's capable, really, more than actually like winning the hearts of people. It's just like who can kill the other, basically.
That guy is raging at Dave Batista, and then you see a scene like he's screaming, and then Austin Butler comes in, and then it pans around, and there's just two dead women in the room. The fat guy's just killed two women for no reason.
Yeah,
because he's angry.
Yeah, it's just like basically like this is all Batista's fault. He just killed him.
It's just messed up.
So messed up. But yeah. What's next then?
I'm talking about Javier Bardem's character.
Yeah, well, what do you think of it?
Yeah. He's a zealot in this film.
Yeah,
He's a bit creepy. I think he goes too far.
yeah, maybe, yeah. What I was gonna say is, you know that what was that movie where he had like dementia, did he?
Hmm.
And I thought he like sort of pulled from that a bit, like it was sort of like out of his own mind, sort of thing. You know, it reminded me of that. And like Mother as well. Like,
Yeah.
I hate that movie, obviously.
Yeah. 0 out of 5 stars.
Yeah. But he's just, I don't know, he's just like, he does that sometimes, doesn't he? That's what I'm trying to say, like, that sort of performance. I think it works better in this one, though, doesn't
it? He's not completely insane in this one.
No.
Like, he's obviously a zealot and he just believes the Messiah's coming, and
Yeah.
everything that happens is a sign that he's the Messiah, even if it's something just mundane that anyone could do.
Yeah.
He just takes it as a sign that this guy's special.
Yeah. Like you were saying, in comparison to the first movie.
Yeah. Like, in the first movie, when he first comes, he's just like, we should kill him, like, he won't survive. Like it, and then he kills that guy, and the black guy.
Yeah.
Paul Atreides kills that black guy. And then, like, he accepts him, but reluctantly into the clan. But in the second one, he's just instantly like convinced that he's the Messiah now.
Yeah. Just because he's confirming, like, there's so many properties that are told and they're like about this Messiah that's gonna free them from this hellish landscape. And Paul Atreides is just keeps winning every time. Yeah.
Yeah, there's like stuff he knows your ways without like being taught them and all that.
Yeah. And he's like, oh yeah, this just confirms it because he would know that. Prophecy said that he would know. He would know that.
Yeah, and he knows our language and stuff without learning how to speak and all that.
Yeah, he just picks it up, doesn't
he? And then they don't know he's done research on them before he came.
Yeah, that's true.
As well.
Yeah, because he's like a scholar, really, wasn't he? The first one. Like, he was always, he seemed like more intelligent than most people within the family,
Yeah, and his mother is like proper going hard to teach him everything, wasn't she?
Yeah. He had a genuine interest himself, didn't he? Like in the other planets out there, the other societies, you can tell he's like really interested in it.
And there's a scene in this film that shows like that he doesn't actually know like stuff the way he should know because of the sandwalk scene. In this one, he's doing it like he's seen on the holograms, and
Yeah.
And then Johnny corrects him and is like, well, that's not actually how you do it.
Yeah.
And she kind of like secretly teaches him behind their back.
Yeah.
And then they see him doing this thing that he shouldn't be able to do, but she's telling him how to do.
Yeah. Javier Bardem is like, wow, he just knows without me even telling him. Because Javier Bardem thinks like he's telling everyone, I think, and he's like, he's the leader, and he like, no one else would really go out of their way to teach Paul Atreides all this stuff. But so obviously, she is.
He's getting a bit of extra credit there, and he for something he hasn't earned.
Yeah, and obviously, Javier Bardem wants to believe that he is, and he wants to be saved.
He's desperate for this prophecy to be true because it means like hope for his people and all that.
Yeah. Obviously, you just can't live like that, can you? But yeah, you can't, take your suit off and then lose all that water. You gotta keep it on constantly and all that. You're gonna fight.
Yeah. You don't blame him for believing in this Messiah, really, do you?
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
A good thing.
Yeah.
His people. to believe it in awful conditions.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's true as well. Like, it gives them a fighting chance as well, doesn't it?
Mm.
Because if no one comes as their savior, then they were just destroyed, really. Like, the planet's overtaken by the Harkonnens, they're just trying to kill them constantly. They got millions of men on there just to throw at them until they get them, basically.
Mm.
But now, when you got something to fight for, like, something that's motivating you is like way better, don't you? Basically. So what have we been through so far? Timmy.
That'd be a white boys.
Yeah.
Need to speak about his memory.
Oh yeah. Go. Just lead on from the Fremen then. Talk about Timothy's girl.
Right.
So what do you think of her whole character? Her evolution.
Yeah. Kind of tough, and the story's not finished yet.
Yeah.
You don't know if she's gonna stay mad at him. And by the end of the film, she's mad at him for like not being him. Basically, he's being a character, and he's kind of playing a character in the end. And
Yeah. Yeah, because she says a few times, and she like, as long as you keep being yourself, I'll always be with you. Basically, I'll always love you or whatever. I don't think she says love him, but that's what she meant, I guess. And yeah, she. I suppose we've sort of spoken about her a little bit before as well, with the other elements of it, really, but the whole relationship, like, she's the first one, really, that accepts him, and she really, at the end of the first movie, he sort of gravitates towards her because she's the warmest of the group of Fremen he meets.
Yeah.
So it just obviously expands in this movie, like, into a proper relationship.
And then he starts doing things like after he takes the worms poison thing, it lets him see the future. Then he starts doing like really crazy stuff in the end. Like they've got rituals where you can't speak unless like you become the leader of your like little section of the tribe. So he's supposed to kill Javier Bardem and he become the leader. But because he's the Messiah and he knows that they'll just because he's seen the future that they'll just agree with what he says anyway, he starts speaking even though he's not allowed to.
Yeah.
And obviously that annoys Channy because like, he's not allowed to do that. But he's so convincing in the speech that he convinces everyone else in it.
Yeah.
But not Channy.
Yeah, right. Like, I don't know. I don't. From what I heard, like, their relationship isn't a very big part of the books. Like, but obviously, it's a good driver for a movie. That sort of thing. It translates a lot better on screen. You can imagine if you're in a book, that's just kind of boring, that whole relationship, really. Like, in the movie, it just keeps it going along, doesn't it? Yeah. Not really what else to say about it.
And it's because she knows him different to like what he's playing in near the end. Like,
yeah,
he's nice and just wants to learn and be free and all that. But in the end, like when he does a speech to convince the other people, he is all like not shouting and saying I'm your savior and stuff like that when he's not really like that, is he?
No.
Like,
No.
the poison thing he drank kind of changed him, and that he's got too much power now. And
Yeah.
like he knows before he does the speech that the speech is gonna work. So if he does it this way, so he just does it that way, and
Yeah.
even if he doesn't want to do it like that, he knows it's gonna work if he does it like that. So he has to. And I know he's chatty because it's not the way he would usually do something.
Yeah. Obviously, they get to know each other intimately, don't they? Just being completely himself and with her, like, one on one. Because even with his like own family and stuff, he's like playing a bit of a character, really. I think, isn't he? Sometimes, like, you know, wants to sort of please them or whatever. But with her, she just accepted him for who he was straight away, really.
Hmm.
But he's just honest with her, and
Hmm.
most of the time.
So she can instantly tell when he's not being himself.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's what you're getting at, really, isn't it?
Yeah. And then he accepts a marriage proposal at the end for a different woman, Florence Pugh.
Yeah.
And obviously that's not going to go down well, is it?
No. Obviously, he makes the right decision, doesn't he? Because he needs to do it for like survival, really. Because he gets all this power, this extra power that he needs if he's gonna save all these people, isn't he? Really?
Yeah, he's doing a selfless decision, really.
Yeah.
Like he could just reject it and stay with Chani. But then he doesn't get the Emperor's army
Yeah.
and their loyalty. So, yeah. I don't know. I'll see what happens in the next film.
Yeah. Interesting. They'll keep playing on that whole like, three-way relationship dynamic now, won't it?
Yeah.
Well, like, obviously Florence Pugh and Timothy, they recognise that it's like a marriage of necessity, convenience.
Yeah, they
or
don't
whatever.
even know each other.
Yeah, obviously they recognise that, so it's not like some sort of thing where they both love Timmy. Or something. It's not like that, obviously, but
Yeah, Timmy's fell in love with a new person. He
yeah,
doesn't like Chani anymore. He
Yeah.
still loves Chani.
yeah, exactly. It'll be interesting. But again, I think that's going to drive the next movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
At least to begin with, and then there'll just be loads of battle scenes with all the seven great houses.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, and they're all just going to come. They were just flying over, just making the trip.
Yeah.
They're going to fight in this desert. They pick like the worst arena, didn't they? It's like the most, because they got to go there to see these Fremen.
And because Atreides is claiming to be the new emperor and he's defeated the old emperor, and they've all got prospects of one of their people being an emperor,
Yeah.
so they can't allow this. So they're uniting against them to try and get that guy as the emperor.
Yeah.
And get more power.
Mhm.
Yeah, and we haven't read the book, so we don't know if it's what's going to happen next. Like, if anyone's going to ally with them or if they're all by themselves.
Paul's mum. You were going to say earlier. Oh yeah, she has like a really strange development. It's like a really weird arc. Like, she sort of does she want Paul to be the Messiah more than like anyone else? Like, what is her motivation?
Yeah, it's odd because she says a line like to the mother of like the organization, like she's like, you picked the wrong side, and then she's like, well, there's no sides, we just go with who's the best.
Yeah.
And then she's picking a side, and because she's picking her son.
Yeah.
But she in this organization she's in, she's supposed to keep her options open, and
Yeah, it's just for the overall good, and that's the whole point of it. Like this,
I don't know,
like committee sort of thing.
they work in the shadows like a bunch of women, don't they? Like manipulating events.
Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, you need to get impregnated by this dude because he's a beast, and then your son, well, or daughter, gonna be like next level messiah.
Yeah.
Well, I reckon these two will be the best to do it, or whatever, and they just get them to make this perfect child.
Yeah, so she clearly isn't loyal to Paul's mum because she only wants him to be the Messiah.
Yeah.
And she's kind of gone against the organization. She's pushing him to be it, even if he wasn't even supposed to be it.
Yeah.
In her eyes, he always will be.
I don't remember everything that happened, but like, could there be like an argument that she like actually starts to believe that he is to like something he does? That's why she goes like so over the top of it. She's trying to convince everyone he is.
Yeah, I think she definitely does believe that he is it anyway, doesn't she?
Yeah, but like what I'm saying is, like, did her, like, believing it make her this, fanatical? Or did she sort of, like, start off, like, I don't know, she wants to believe it.
Hmm.
I can't really remember the sequence of events
Yeah.
that led up to it, but because they're just at the beginning, they're just in the desert, aren't they? They're just getting in a tent, aren't they, every night, and just in the open wilderness, basically, is it? Like with they're sort of with the Fremen, aren't they? But they're like outsiders or whatever.
Yeah, they're just surviving.
Yeah.
They're on the run because all the house died.
Yeah, yeah.
And then she starts getting more power, and Paul starts getting more power, don't they? Like they make his mum into some Reverend Mother, don't they? Which is like some like priestly position in the culture.
Yeah, yeah. It's like a spiritual spokesperson, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
They can communicate with the sort of like she's like looking in the future as well, isn't she? Like I don't know how you say it really.
Yeah, she took the same like worm poison that Paul takes after in the film, and so she can see the future.
Yeah,
There's also like she can talk to her unborn baby
yeah, yeah.
because technically the baby took that as well.
Yeah. Obviously, they didn't realise she was pregnant at the time with Anya Taylor-Joy.
Me.
Which is revealed in the end, which is good, very good for the third.
Yeah, hopefully she's in it a lot.
Yeah. And there's a whole element of it, the pro-life aspect in it. Like, no one questions, like, this isn't. Wait a minute, that isn't a person. That's just a fetus. What I mean, say. No one says that. They're just like, oh yeah, she's talking to that's the person she's talking to. Like, it's not as a. It is a person. It's not. It might be, or
Just is.
Yeah.
Because it is, and it's a life.
Yeah, yeah.
Clearly.
It is a person. If it has the potential to be outside of a woman's body at some point, that's the person, isn't it? You can't kill that. You can't kill that child. And Denis Villeneuve did similar in Arrival as well, didn't he? Like conservative sort of views, like the whole Adam's daughter. I want to say daughter. What's that?
Child.
Yeah, this child. I can't remember now.
Yeah.
It's a while since I've seen that. Like 2015, is it?
Yeah. And she knew that when she had it, or whatever, she had the child, that it was gonna have some disease that means they die in like before they're 10 or something like that.
Yeah.
But she still had that child anyway, because even living 10 years is better than living none.
Yeah. Just wanting to be a mother and like experience that, with your child and like whatever cost really, even if you're gonna go through all that pain, like she would have. She's seen the visions, like she felt what pain she would have felt when the child's dying. She went through with it with Hawkeye. Sometimes I call people character names, and sometimes I call them the actor names. It's not like if I don't know their names or something. Like I know his name. I just don't
Jeremy Renner.
I just like to interchange.
Yeah.
Okay. I reckon that's different because I don't know their names.
You have to call him by the actor.
Yeah. Yeah. We've been through.
And also on that point, just real quick,
Yeah.
Anya Taylor-Joy's really hot.
That's what you were trying to get at.
Make that clear.
Yeah. Yeah, what movie were you saying?
Last Name's Over.
Yeah, that's it.
And The Northman.
Yeah, they're not.
That's some real good films to watch visually.
Yeah.
In terms of Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yeah. Great cinematography of Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yeah, just a bit.
Yeah, I can't wait for the Denis Villeneuve cinematography.
Hopefully it's plenty.
Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, so she's obviously the daughter, so she's actually Timmy's sister.
She
So
can speak to Timmy in the future.
yeah. So that makes me think actually, if they're filming this in the next 3 years, and she's, it's doing like a flash forward of her, she looks about Timothy's age.
Yeah.
So is she even going to be in the next one? Or was that just
Maybe
like,
there might be more flash forwards.
yeah, maybe.
There's
Yeah,
not going to be a time skip in because they're attacking right now.
yeah,
They're not waiting for 16 years for it to grow up.
yeah. You can't like, get some prosthetics on Timmy or something and
Yeah.
get them in the same movie. Yeah, maybe flash forwards on the game.
She's kind of guiding him, isn't she? She's like an angel, isn't
Yeah,
it? Like he's not sure if what he's doing is the right thing to do because he keeps on seeing visions of like stabbing people and loads of death. And then she tells him in the vision that you see that, and they're outside of water on the Rakatan, and there's like loads of water. She's telling him that what he's doing is good and he'll always live and all that.
yeah.
So that pushes him on further to keep on going, and even if he doesn't want to do it, like he doesn't want to marry this woman, the Emperor's daughter, and he didn't want to go south and all that, but he does it because people are telling him it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. We haven't really spoke about Josh Brolin. We spoke about it briefly.
Yeah. Speak about how
We did
he
really,
got
didn't
out.
we? Yeah, we did speak about that. Really. Josh Brolin. Yeah, to sort of finish the characters off. Another thing with him is like you said, he's got all this knowledge and from being, he's the Duke's right hand man, and the Duke's son, the Duke, I reckon, just like one day he was like, "Oh, come have a look at this," all. And he's like, "Oh yeah, what are you gonna show me this time?" And he just pulls back the curtain and just like 1,000 nukes.
In a vault that only like him and his son can open.
Yeah, with like the genetic recognition or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, he obviously at the end he's like, "Timmy, I know they got a lot more boys than us, but got something back at the house. You're gonna want to see this."
Yeah, he was put in plain sight because they're so stupid, the Harkonnens, so they wouldn't check.
Yeah.
He just built a vault full of nukes.
Yeah. So yeah, that's obviously going to play a part in the next one. That's the ultimate Chekhov's gun.
They already used like 3 nukes and it completely destroyed the Emperor's army.
Yeah.
They just need to bait them onto ground, use the houses and nuke them again.
It's like they're the nukes. Can they like go into space, these nukes?
Yeah, just nuke the ships that they're in as well.
Yeah, just like hone in on just every ship in the universe. Send a nuke to it, because there's loads on the like if it's like way up in the sky, like basically from where they were standing. The amount of nukes over there. They're not gonna run out of them.
It's like, I think the whole point of the other houses not using nukes on Arrakis or whatever is because they want the spice fields, don't they?
Yeah.
And they don't want to nuke the planet because they want the money from that or whatever, from the power.
Yeah.
But surely now you're like, alright, this guy's too powerful, maybe we should deploy the nukes on it.
Yeah.
And then just rebuild the spice fields.
Yeah. Maybe.
I don't know. Don't think they'll do that one. They won't just start nuking Arrakis.
No.
But if they were smart, then they would.
Yeah.
He's already nuked them.
Yeah, right.
He's already started the nuke aggression. And now they could just retaliate with their own nukes.
Yeah.
Surely they all have them.
Yeah.
Even though if it's like real life, every country has nukes, then
Yeah.
we all have nukes.
Yeah.
Guess we don't use it because it just destroys everything, and we don't want to destroy everything.
Yeah. Yeah. So who else? What other characters are? I feel like there's someone that's got an interesting role in it.
You mentioned the woman who's the leader of that organization a few times, but didn't really think about it a lot.
Or like the one who's like in a burger. Yeah. Um, well, yeah. I don't really know what to say about her, really. She's just like really.
Yeah, you don't really know what she's thinking or what
Yeah.
she's even doing, really.
Yeah. Like, what are her motivation?
Like, yeah, she's saying she just wants what's best for the universe or whatever. And then she does, like it's revealed in this film, that she has a massive part in why the Atreides people got killed.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I just don't understand that character. Really complex character.
You know, like, as if she's just doing what's right for the universe, killing a whole house. Doesn't really seem what's right, does it?
No, no. Unless, probably to thinking too much into it, but like, she, like, to unlock all Atreides' full potential, you have to go through this sort of adversity and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I don't think, that's it really. But,
Yeah.
because he would. There's no way he would have reached that potential, was
Yeah.
without all this adversity he's faced. He would have just carried on as he was, like chilling with his dad. His dad's like, an alpha, a pure alpha one. His dad. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that character to understand really, because it's kind of like she is trying to make him into it, and then she doesn't side with him on anything, does she really?
yeah,
I know she's got other prospects, but surely she's realised by now Paul Atreides is the goat basically,
yeah,
but she still doesn't side with him. So.
yeah. It's like surely something. I don't know.
Yeah.
She's thinking more into it.
Because he's just conquered the Emperor's army and the Harkonnens.
Yeah.
And united the Fremen people that no one's ever done. And he survived his house being murdered. And surely now he's like the best prospect they got.
Yeah.
And now she still backs that white guy. Yeah. Austin Butler, didn't she? She still backed him before.
Yeah.
Well, she literally just lined up next to the Emperor.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. And she like gets Austin Butler to impregnate some French woman, didn't she? Like, what's the reason for that? It's just
preserve the bloodline, that's what she said.
yeah. A bit random, like. No, like this Austin Butler slaphead version, like this is like his weakness. Sexually, he's like weak, basically. Like he just, he put like a beautiful woman in front of him. He just
can't help himself.
Yeah, he just like even though he's like completely controlled on the battlefield, like he just goes there. He has to kill his own mother. He'd do it.
Didn't he kill his own mother?
Yeah. But with that, he's just like he just can't help himself.
Yeah, and then maybe they're hoping that the kid that they have is like Austin Butler but not psychotic.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
And then he would be a beast.
Yeah, just get his genes and put him in like an Atreides household.
Like Paul, basically.
Yeah.
Paul Atreides.
Because
he's technically a Harkonnen.
Yeah, yeah.
Because his mum's a Harkonnen.
Yeah, yeah.
But, yeah. So why didn't she back Paul Atreides? Like, come on. He's a perfect guy.
No, but to be fair though, imagine if Austin Butler's child with this woman comes out. He's got the genes. He's a boy. He's got the genes of Austin Butler, and he's got hair from the woman.
And eyebrows, more importantly, he's got eyebrows.
Yeah. Yeah. He's just like, but he's still like white as a ghost. But he's just got hair. Like he looks completely different to all the other Harkins. But he's still leading.
The Emperor.
Yeah. So yeah. Them two together, Florence Pugh and the Emperor. What was a movie you've seen recently? Where they sort of like ascending to somewhere else, you know, like I don't remember. It's like a weird movie. It's like it's not one you think I would reference here. I don't know. I can't even think he's in it. It's animated. Oh, the Boy and the Heron. It reminded me of that. Like when they go to that place, that weird geezer, that weird big bird geezer, and they sort of go to that place, don't they? And there's like all them blocks there, and they're like they got to balance them to keep the universe in balance.
He's just sitting there in like some idyllic place,
yeah.
But he's got some terrible duty.
Yeah,
like the Emperor.
Yeah, it just completely reminded me of that. Again, that's like a godly figure, isn't it? But like in the end, he's reduced to nothing, and he basically.
The new gods come.
Yeah.
He's more powerful.
It's interesting because it's not like the son, of God, is it really? It's like, say Jesus. I don't like that. Really, it's like. But that's sort of what it is. But obviously, he's like overthrowing the emperor, and he's like going away. He's like, wait a minute, you don't know what you're talking about, basically.
Yeah, it's like if Jesus came down and rejected all of God's ideas.
Yeah.
And put his own ideas in. That sort of thing.
Yeah. And it's like, makes me think actually, is Paul gonna die? Gonna die for the people's sins? The end of the third one? Probably not. I don't know. Timmy's a big draw, isn't he?
It's the final film, so maybe.
Yeah.
They can do.
What do you think they'll do any like spin-offs with certain characters?
Don't know.
Maybe they could do that with Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yeah, like what role does she play in the books? Like, does she play a big role?
I was speaking to someone and they said they haven't read the books, but they've seen like a thing about that some half worm, half man was like ruling something for 3,500 years or whatever. So like the book's just insane. Like it's just how broad it is, how many years it covers.
It's like Lord of the Rings, like films, they're like a tiny portion of like the history of the world.
That's what I think it's like. So I haven't read it, but that's what I think we're experiencing here. Is just like a tiny portion of it.
Yeah, like the Paul Atreides saga.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Florence Pugh is just like the daughter of the Emperor, but she's also part of the witch covenant thing, isn't she?
Yeah. She sort of bridges between the, what do you say, like this like aggressive nature of the men, and the tactical nature of the women. Just like in between, isn't she? Because she's got all this power. She sort of like has a lot of influence over the Emperor and Burqa woman. She like really respects Florence Pugh's character, doesn't she? She's like, oh yeah, you know what you're talking about, basically. Mainly because she just agrees with the Burqa woman, I think. But
she's like documenting loads of stuff, and she's clearly really smart, isn't she?
Yeah. The Emperor's sort of like a figurehead.
Yeah, and the Emperor listens to his daughter. He asks her about a few stuff, doesn't she?
Yeah.
That's her advice.
Yeah. That'll be a really interesting dynamic, though, isn't it? Between her and Timmy's character. Timmy's gonna take like some. He's gonna have to like put some work in to get his authority, though, because she's gonna want to make decisions as well, aren't she?
Yeah. Gonna be hard to get her to do what he wants.
Yeah. Really interesting. Because like he's not, like you say, he's sort of playing a character, and he's not actually portraying at the moment.
He's not actually some tyrant overthrowing like leader of a house, really, is he?
No. Yeah, it's interesting. Obviously, they only just started filming, haven't they? The third, so you gotta wait ages now. So I have to watch 2 before the third one, a couple of weeks before, like I did with this one, but I only had to watch 1. And they're like almost 3 hours each one. But yeah.
The risking sounding stupid going into speculation and people who've already read the book.
Well,
They know what's going to happen next, and we're just saying some wild stuff that it's not going to happen.
Yeah, obviously. Like, we could just Google it now, couldn't we, and find out, but I just don't want to do that. It's just, it's just so layered, and like I say, you get these, don't you? It's like Lord of the Rings, it's just endless, isn't
it? You just go on for hours about theories and opinions about this. Endless.
Yeah. So maybe touch on cinematography again. Some of the scenes we captured, and then the battles as well. So we've already spoken about the black and white contrast with the planets, and it's really cool, and it's like that Colosseum scene. I don't think I'll ever forget that. It's just awesome, isn't it? How the hell he shoots that makes it look it's that good. I have no idea. What about mixing it up with Io Capitano now that we watched last night because of the desert scenes? I keep thinking of scenes from that. But yeah, he goes out and he like Jesus. Paul goes out and he into the desert. He doesn't spend 40 days and 40 nights out there. He might spend like a couple of nights to prove himself. Got some really nice shots there. The battle scenes, the earlier ones, all the explosions and stuff just looks real, doesn't it?
Yeah, the one where they're killing the spice harvester.
Yeah.
Destroying it.
Oh yeah, that was awesome actually. Yeah. But then, and like the one-on-one battles as well. It was really cool, wasn't it? The Colosseum one, really cool. Got it. What are the one-on-one?
You had that one against Aston Butler, Paul, in the end.
Yeah, that's the main one. What else? Fights? A couple of with Batista, did he have a couple?
Yeah, they had like a small army fight with Batista. He was kind of raging because the guy's like, alright, this is your last chance. And he just goes straight to a Fremen ambush, didn't he?
Yeah. He's like, I just gotta get out of there. Gotta get out of there. Fat man's gonna ice me if I'm not. If I don't do something like.
And then he sees something that they might be over here, and he just starts bombing the area, doesn't
he? Yeah.
And then goes in after he's bombed it, but he didn't kill any of them because they were into the sun.
Yeah.
And then they just ambush him and always kill him.
That's just cool, innit? They got anti-gravity suits. Send down, don't they? It just looks so real. How do they film it? I have no idea because it just looks like, and when they're going up that a mountain, is just not big enough for a mountain. Stone formation. They're just gliding up it seamlessly. They're on some sort of wire or something, aren't they? I don't know what. It just looks so real. It's weird, isn't it?
Filmmaking magic.
Yeah, he is just insane. Can you build that? So then, the one-on-one. Austin, Demi. What do you think of that? They're all there's like a baying crowd, and the Fremen, the Emperor, all the boys are there. Or putting bets on in the corner. No, they weren't, obviously.
Johnny's pissed because he's just said he'll take that woman as his wife.
Yeah. He's like, alright, I'll fight you for this woman here. And Johnny's like, what?
I just fight him to fight him.
Yeah.
Fight him for that.
Fight him because he's bad, don't fight him because you want to leave me. And he's like, nah, I want you, woman. I want that blonde woman there, the Emperor's daughter.
I'm in big. That's my mistress over there, and this is my wife.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like a classic duel, isn't it? Really, like one-on-one duel where it's sword combat.
Yeah.
They're blocking each other's attacks.
Wait a minute. At first, was he like, yeah, you've got to fight the Emperor, old man? Is that what it was going to be? Is that what people
like nominated champion?
Yeah, yeah. So first, he was just going to go in there. The Emperor, how old is he? Like 70s, 80s?
Yeah, Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
All these.
Yeah. And he's just standing there, and Paul just like, I really don't want to hit him here. Just smack him.
Instantly kill him because he's got training from that Duncan guy and Josh Brolin.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just that classic, innit? You know, like, oh, we don't know which way it's going to go. You know, like each one gets the upper hand alternately.
Yeah, and Paul gets stabbed early on in the fight, so he's on the back foot. And
Yeah. Everyone
in the place thinks he's going to lose because he's been injured.
Yeah, and Austin Butler sees it as like it's staged, and like say like, I'm the man. So he's like, you know, going to the crowd, and he's like, yeah, come on, sort of thing. Like,
and he calls out Channy, he's like, oh, he's a shed dog or something.
Yeah. He's just like, he's just going for everyone, basically. He's like, oh yeah, I'm just a beast. I'm going to kill this guy.
Because he thinks he's won.
Yeah, exactly.
He's already won.
Yeah, but no. Paul has this inner strength.
And Carrie's been stabbed in the stomach or whatever he's stabbed to.
Yeah.
Carrie's on going.
Yep. Comes back, ices him, doesn't he? Everyone's like, oh, yeah. Big dog. Big dog has officially arrived. And the Emperor's like, yeah, you can have my daughter. I think he says that, doesn't he?
He didn't say that specifically, but...
Alright, fair enough. You're worthy.
And then it's like the Holy War begins because the other houses reject his new Emperor, don't they?
Yeah.
And then that's the third one, the cliffhanger for the third film.
Yeah. What about like how quick, you know, they have a battle obviously, don't they, to get to this one-on-one between the Harkonnen
and the Emperor's forces.
Yeah, and the Emperor's forces, all them beasts from the first movie who just come in and completely destroyed the Atreides.
Yeah, against the Fremen.
The Fremen and a few nukes.
And the fight's just over really quickly.
Yeah.
The first film, that end fight must have gone on for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Felt like the first one went on for like 5 minutes max.
Yeah. Like, I thought I missed something. Obviously, I famously fell asleep in the first one. So I felt like I fell asleep again or something. I was like, how did they win that? But no, it was just as simple as it was. You know? There's out some nukes. That's it.
Yeah, nukes killed all the Emperor's forces, and then the Fremen just decimated the Harkonnens like straight away.
Yeah.
And Josh Brolin had a one-on-one with Dave Bautista. But it lasted like 2 seconds. He just slashed him a couple of times and he was just dead instantly, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And then he'd been reduced to nothing throughout the course of the film. Like his failures.
Yeah.
But he was still a good fighter, like surely he would have put up a fight in his dying moments.
Yeah.
He just died too easy, didn't
he? Yeah. Unless, like, just lost all his confidence. Like, oh, the boys don't respect me. This is all I have is my ability of fighting. Leadership.
No, everyone thinks he sucks, so no, he does suck, even if he doesn't actually suck.
Yeah, because I suppose he was first when he was living up to his thing. When I'm a beast, I can go anywhere and kill anyone. Obviously, he lost that because he failed so many times. When you're against Josh Brolin, beast, isn't he?
It was a bit underwhelming, but to see it, it makes sense for like the story.
Yeah.
You can't be too mad, really.
No, just in general. you know, you want like 20 minutes fight scene, don't you, at the end?
Mm.
You know, like any movie
Mm.
of that sort.
But they just did it like a really precision attack, and then the Fremen just destroyed them.
Yeah, yeah.
And they all came with like sandworms, and they just couldn't do anything about it, could they? The Harkonnens, the sandworms just eating them all.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't kill a sandworm with a gun, can you? Really?
No.
Just bounce off that bitch's carapace.
Yeah. But yeah. That's like a whole other thing of him in Sandworm. But not that interesting, really.
No, he just obviously just gonna do it, wouldn't he? Because he's just the chosen one. So.
Yeah, yeah. You got to write a Sandworm if you're the chosen one.
And obviously, like the first time he ever rode one, he picked the biggest motherfucker they ever seen.
Yeah.
Just instantly tamed that bitch.
Javier Bardem was like, sees the worm coming, and he's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
This is.
He didn't want it that big. Not that big.
Yeah. You could tell he's like, his voice is like, oh, if he does this, he is the Messiah.
Yeah. Like, god damn. Like, there's some woman in the tribe says, oh, I'll get a big one first.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he's like, oh, not that big. When it comes, Jesus, oh, it's way too big.
Yeah.
He must be the Messiah.
Yeah.
So, what are you saying about the houses relating to real countries in our world?
Yeah, so like, you know, I just sort of like equated it to not really modern society, but like Soviet era politics, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. But like basically the Harkonnens, Soviets, Russians, whatever you want to say. You know, like I don't know, it just seemed like that to me. They're just like really brutal, aren't they? Like they're just in history and wars and all that. That's what they're like, aren't they? And they're just, like I said before, really, they don't think like us. They think differently. It's the way it is, really. Like, we all think these other countries are, you know, they all think the same as us. Like, oh yeah, we're different, we've got women, children, but the Harkonnens would on this. And then like the Brady's, they obviously represent America. Pretty funny with all the new. And then Arrakis. It's got to be like Iraq or something. So like Arrakis, Iraqis. You know, it just sounded similar phonetically.
Yeah.
And then obviously they got
He's
like
the Emperor, it's not Britain.
don't know really. I didn't really think of him as like a country. I thought of him as like, I suppose you could say like, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, he's like God.
Yeah. Or, you know, the Illuminati.
Yeah,
No, I
that
don't know.
real organisation.
Yeah. A real organisation that we're definitely not part of. What are the houses we're talking about? Anything else?
I don't really know the other houses yet, do you?
They're the only ones.
I think so.
Yeah. Just like, you know, is it pretty
Yes,
sure
right, well, the Fremen.
they're like the native Iraqi. They're like, this is technically our land, but people keep coming here because the oil's here, the spice is here, you know, and they want it because that's fuel of the universe. It's just similar to our oil, isn't it, really? And obviously all the oil's in the Middle East, and next to it. Yeah, and obviously you can't take over Saudi Arabia because they're militarily wise. You've got to keep them boys on side. You can't just go in there attacking them.
They'd actually nuke you.
Yeah. Like Iran. Just go into Iran and just take Iran because they have nuke. But like Iraq, that's fair game. Afghanistan.
They're all poor as well.
Yeah. Because obviously, like, America leaves Afghanistan. And, obviously he wrote this book ages ago, didn't he? But, like, America leaves Afghanistan. Yeah, the Russians are straight in there, aren't they? They're just trying to pick up all the oil, aren't they? They just get involved here. So I think it's just like that, like the greedy get access to this place, get all this, and they're trying to do like the right thing supposedly. Want to mine it, just build our empire and do good for the people and all that. And there's the other forces who want to come in and want a piece of it. Say like for other reasons maybe. But whatever. That's how the Russians operate it. They're just like everyone's against us. We need to just dominate.
And that's how the Harkonnens operate.
Yeah, basically. That's what I'm saying. Basically. That's the crux of it, really. Mainly centers around that. That's what got me thinking about it. It's because of the contrast as well, like the darkness. Just think of Russia. Always cold in it, and people there are just really stoic, aren't they? They don't think with emotion. Well, they think with emotion like anger. They don't think like to empathise with people. Obviously, like in what about in reference to other sci-fi movies from the past?
Yeah.
Any,
Like Interstellar.
yeah, Jenny Villeneuve, Arrival, Blade Runner, 49, First Dune,
Yeah.
Stellar. Obviously, there's like sci-fi from the past as well, but maybe we just go recent. What are you saying? Terms of the second movie compared to the we just said.
I mean, near the bottom.
Yeah.
It's just the honest truth, and
Yeah.
them films are really good. I'm not saying this is bad.
No.
In comparison to the other ones, it's worse than them, but it's still really good.
Yeah.
Like, you think Interstellar is way better than
Yeah. One of my favourite movies out of
Yeah.
that. Just because I guess the family element really good as well, as well as all the sci-fi aspect of it.
Yeah.
So that to me is like having its own. Obviously, we're only talking like the last almost 10 years of sci-fi, but I don't know if I'm missing any. What else has there been?
So, and you count as sci-fi, like Star Wars films and stuff, and they kind of sucked.
Yeah, so no.
Martian.
Yeah, The Martian as well.
Yeah. Do you watch Martian or Dune 2?
I'll probably watch Dune.
Yeah.
Martian's good, but yeah, but no, it's just
This is what it is. Some guys
yeah.
surviving on Mars.
Yeah, it's just happy and it's happy story.
Yeah.
Happy story. But
Not much depth to it really. He just goes to Mars and then he gets back.
yeah. Some endeavour there, but Dune's just got loads of layers.
Yeah.
What about Shrek? Why would you compare Shrek to Dune?
You can't sleep on Shrek, guys.
No.
God tier movie though.
Yeah, Shrek is the Zion in that universe. He comes and he saves the people.
Yeah. He gets the princess.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's only got like Cycle really, and then Donkey, and a load of other weirdos basically like that. Fox, what is it? Fox and the Nightgown.
Yeah, gender confused Fox.
Yeah. Gingerbread Man and all that, but I don't know why we're talking about
That's a
this.
mood swing.
Oh yeah, Puss in Boots, that new movie's good as well. It's really good.
Class film.
But yeah. Alright, go back to Blade Runner then. What about Blade Runner? Comparison to Dune.
A tough one because Blade Runner is really slow and more atmospheric and it's light on story.
Yeah, yeah.
Really, it's more the world that the story of that.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of people do have complaints about it for that reason. I really enjoyed it. Thought it was good. I don't know if am I gonna say it's better than Dune 2? Yeah, I am.
So
Yeah, I am.
I'd say it's been.
I am. What else? So Interstellar is better than it.
Arrival.
Arrival. Yeah, okay, yeah. Mentioned that before as well, didn't we? That's really good. One of my favourites.
It's tough to compare Dune to these ones because Dune's like not the full story, is it?
Yeah,
But they're all a full story.
yeah. They're all one-off movies, aren't they? It's like, yeah, we're gonna have to wait till the third one. But what about like going 1 to 2, the Dune 1 to Dune 2?
Yeah, I'd say Dune 1 is better.
Yeah, yeah.
It's all new and exciting, and they go to Arrakis and you want to find out more about it. But no, like, you're just waiting for things to happen in this one because you know the world that they're in and all that. You're just progressing the plot, aren't you, really?
Yeah, it's like any like trilogy sort of thing. The Hunger Games. Hunger Games, the first one, you're like, oh, this is so cool. And it's like nostalgic to think about the first one as well. Yeah, when you're watching the second one, you're thinking like that.
Yeah, that's a reference to the first one.
Yeah. Follows on. Like you say, it's novel and it's new.
That's the problem with Spider-Verse 2, isn't
it? Just going to the
just randomly.
Yeah. I sort of like, Spider-Verse 2, because there's going to be another one of them. It's like, it did feel just like a sort of stepping stone, didn't it? Like, not really much happened. It was still really good, though.
Yeah, it's really good, but it feels like maybe the third one might come out and you wouldn't even need to watch the second one. You just need to watch the third one.
Yeah. It was sort of like character building a bit. That's all it was. Yeah, what about Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, first one, just classed up. Second one, no, that's class as well. That's the outlier.
Yeah.
It actually gets better, arguably.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Because the third one, didn't that win like Oscars as well? Return of the King.
They often do that, though, don't they? They wait until one, give it everything. They're like,
even if it wasn't better.
Yeah. They're like, we don't need to give it to this second one. Like, I've heard the next one's coming out in a couple of years. You know, there's other stuff I want to give this to. Because, otherwise you could end up giving one franchise like 20 Oscars, 30 Oscars, couldn't you? Give it all the technical categories and all
that. Yeah. That's the problem with sequels parts. Especially when there's going to be another one.
Yeah. Like, building up these characters and then some of them die or whatever. Like, I wish they were back. They were cool. You have to kill them. Killing them in the first movie made it really good. Like, oh, they died. Do some of that or whatever.
Like, no, Austin Butler's character is sad that he's dead, and and he won't be in the next one.
Yeah, you want him to just come back to you with a vengeance and take what's his. But no, you don't get to see that.
Yeah, just gotta wait for the third part to give the actual complete review of Dune, don't you really?
Yeah. One thing I would say though, Sci-Fi, but also animation as well.
Incredibles 2 actually is a masterpiece.
Yeah. Incredibles 2. Probably actually, if we revise this list, because that is sci-fi and more technology.
Gotta be, it's not a superhero. Definitely sci-fi.
Yeah. Incredibles 2. Top.
Let's say Elastigirl is pretty thick.
Yeah.
In 2 scenes.
That was just a stupid meme, though. It was.
Rubbish.
Yeah. That was top. Then you've got Interstellar. Sorry, I was wrong before.
Yeah. Incredibles 2, just that's where the list starts.
Yeah.
Even if stuff's above it, it's still where the list starts.
Yeah. Stuff just grows out. It's from Incredibles 2. Like, it's like the center of the center, the center of the universe. Like, I actually wouldn't be surprised if, in this holy war, Mr. Incredible is the leader of one of the houses, and his son, he's a baby, isn't he, in the second one? Second Incredible. He is like the chosen one from that place, and he's like trying to push his son to kill Timothy. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, so he just transcends all franchise and
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, Death Wish.
Yeah. It was all done. Sorry, these are all just movies. Just memes. Memes to us.
Yeah, he's Green Man. Death Wish. One of the greatest characters ever created.
Yeah, it's gotta be. Yeah, if you haven't seen that, you gotta watch it.
Yeah.
That's actually in my top 10 recommended movies for people.
Yeah. Bruce Willis, yes, Death Wish.
Yeah,
Come out and
you can watch it. I know, like, I feel a bit bad for Bruce, but it is what it is.
yeah, he's slowed down a bit mentally.
Just a bit. Controversial. You can't describe it like that.
Wish him well.
Yeah. Wish him well.
What's so funny?
Just messed up. And he slowed down. And it's like completely. He's got like some homeless and. He's not slowed down. He's gonna die soon. I'm just saying. He's just slowing down. Just winding down his career.
He's gonna die.
Probably.
I don't know.
No, I don't know. He's not doing it. He's not doing movies anymore.
Hmm.
It's like one of his last ones.
Yeah, that's why you gotta watch it.
Yeah.
Arguably better than Die Hard. I haven't watched it. So I don't know.
We probably cut out all of Bruce Willis. Cut out all Death Wish from Death Wish onwards and just put. That was funny.
So are you rating this film then, Dune Part 2 out of 5 stars?
I'm gonna round that down to a 4.
Yeah. If I can find a 4.5 graphic, then I'll put that up.
Yeah.
Surely it's gonna be out there.
I think go Google, I'm sure you can find it.
Yeah. I use Microsoft Edge. I actually do.
Oh yeah, everyone does like this.
I suppose I'm using Google in Microsoft Edge.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure you'll find it. Yeah, I think we've pretty much been through everything. Maybe.
A final review of it. Really good film. You should definitely watch it.
Yeah.
And look forward to the next one.
Yeah. Pretty much it.